take a little minute or two. I want to get into little Boosie. So as y'all know, Lil Boosie and Vlad, they had a they that's 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 ebony and ivory of the ebony and ivory live together in perfect harmony. Side by side on Vlad's piano, keyboard, drum set. Why don't we, little Boosie? Right. So, um, if you've been paying attention, like I haven't been paying attention, I just knew that when Boosie beat that case, that gun case, that was a state case that he pled guilty to, and then when he pled guilty to for probation. The feds came in and they dismissed the state charge, and they rearrested him on federal charges, and somehow or another he got out of it. Wait, what was his sentence for for the federal charge? Did he get probation or something? Oh, let me see real quick. On January 9th, 2026, rapper Boosie Badass Torrance Hodge was sentenced to time served, 3 years of supervised release, a $50,000 fine, and 300 hours of community service for a federal gun possession charge. He avoided additional prison time after pleading guilty to being a felon in possession of a firearm in San Diego. So he pled guilty again to it in the state and in the feds. So he got 3 years of supervised release. No, he got time served for 3 years of supervised release and got to do 300 hours of community service. All right. Well, anyway, a lot of that Boosie case took place on Vlad. It To me, in my opinion, it played the part in him getting either having to plead guilty in the state or um or plead guilty in the feds because he had already admitted it on Vlad and I think it was Mav Hoffa, uh where he talked about getting arrested before the case was even complete in the state. And I believe that the statements that he made on Mav Hoffa made uh, the feds uh, get it dismissed in the state and pick it up in the feds or whatever. And then, the Vlad interview, it all just helped them to be like, look, nigga, look what you saying right here. Like, do you really want to go to trial, or do you want us to play this Vlad interview in court, or this Math Alpha interview in court? What you want to do? You want to cop out, time served, 3 years supervised release? Give us 50 grand, man. You know what I'm saying? 300 hours community service. You know. All right, man. All right. I'll plead guilty to that too. Right. So, however, he beat it. Right. Well, he didn't beat it. He didn't beat it. That's wrong. Because beating it would be not having the conviction on your record. He beat not going to do jail time, but he did not beat the case because he still got a felony conviction for a gun possession because he pled guilty to it, right? And even though he got time served, he still did time, however you want to look at it, according to the law. Now, that was a nice viral moment, even though it was Boosie real life that he was dealing with. But um Vlad got a lot of views and Boosie got a lot of publicity off of Vlad with that whole case revolving around that San Diego music video shoot with Boosie and the gun and him catching that charge. So when he beat the case, I've been sitting here like this. When is he going on Vlad? Because I know Vlad want to get him up there so he could get him to say that the exposure on Vlad had nothing to do with uh, him getting locked up or him getting convicted or anything, right? Like, because I know Vlad was going to have him come up there and say that, you know, me and Boosie, we've been friends for 20 years, this, that, and the third, right? So it's been quite some time that has been went by, and I was expecting Boosie to be up there the first day, like he was up there the first day that he pled guilty to it in the state case and went up on Vlad and was talking about it, which made the feds like, this knucklehead, yo, come on, let's go get him, let's go get him, right? Because of the things that he said in the Vlad interview, which some people feel like, oh, well, he ain't got to answer the questions if Vlad asks it. If Vlad was his friend, he wouldn't ask it, period, right? And even if he did ask it and he got it in the interview before he air it, he could pull that part out if he know it could be damaging to his case. But he don't do that because he rather the views, he rather the clicks, right? So when I didn't see Boosie come running out to go to Vlad to grab the bag for the new interview that he beat the case. Well, not beat the case, but that the case is over. He pled guilty to it and got 3 years supervised time served, 3 years supervised release. Um, $50,000 fine and I think 300 hours community service. That's the the closing of that whole interview series is what Boosie got out of going to San Diego and having that gun in his waist and getting on Vlad and Math Hoff on the internet and talking about his open case uh, before he was prosecuted or at least convicted And what happened? It went bad for him for running his mouth.